Hello, Facebook friends. It's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Tuesday, January 21st, and it is 5 p.m. Okay, so we were talking last week about exercise products, things for hydration, amino acids, pain creams, things like that to help with any type of New Year's resolution of getting more fit, staying healthy, doing all that kind of stuff. So you obviously, if you're starting new, you're going to get sore. You're going to need to hydrate correctly and all that good stuff. So if you missed last week, go back and check out the videos from last week because they're really, really important, especially for newbies who are not on the path yet and know exactly what to do. Okay, now I ran out of time on Friday before I could share about another great product I use, hello mom, that I use for achy muscles. And I'm going to talk probably about it tomorrow, but I wanted to start talking again, hello Leanne, about CBD. Now the product I use for my sore achy muscles is a CBD muscle rub. So we're going to get into that tomorrow. But for my oily team who has heard this from me before, it's going to be a repeat. But for everybody else, I wanted to share some information with you. So if you've been following me at least since the end of July, you know about my rotator cuff injury. Okay, it wasn't anything that in particular that happened, but last October I started having pain in both shoulders to the point where I took 2 months off from tennis at the advice of my physician. I did a round of steroids, which I think is poison, but I did it anyway. I did physical therapy. I did all the things that traditional medicine suggests. I got injection of steroids in both shoulders. I had PRP injections in the shoulder because I thought that would be a more natural option. PRP is when they take your blood, spin it down, and give you back your platelets. It's platelet-rich plasma, and it can cause a positive reaction of healing in the joint. I did acupuncture. I did all kinds of things. Okay, and nothing was helping. Okay, I'm not saying nothing helped. Things helped, and I had some relief when it came with the PRP and the acupuncture, but nothing traditionally was helping me. So, as a last resort, I tried CBD oil. And guys, it saved my life. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about CBD because I think it's important. I'm sure you've noticed CBD companies popping up all over the place. Okay, you can find CBD anywhere. I have heard people say they've seen it in gas stations and convenience stores. Don't buy it there. Don't buy it on Amazon. And don't just buy it without doing your due diligence. Hello, Lori. Okay, so the reason so many people are interested in CBD is that it has been reported to help with everything from pain and nausea to arthritis, anxiety, depression, seizures, cancer, inflammatory bowel disease, dementia, and even with sleep. Okay, and I know a lot of people who have had amazing positive responses for a lot of those things. Myself was the pain. Okay, my pain went from a 10 on a scale up to 10, was probably 11 to nothing. I have absolutely no pain. So I use the oil, but I also use the muscle rub when I exercise. Now, CBD is anti-inflammatory. It's antibacterial, it's anti-anxiety, and a lot of other properties according to experts. Because of its many uses, the CBD market is poised to exceed $22 billion with a B dollars in the next 2 years. Okay, so this is a market where a lot of people are trying to get on the gravy train. Okay, they're flash in the pan type people who just want to make a buck and get out. You don't want a company like that because they're not in it for you. They're in it for themselves. So you want a company that's in it for the long haul, that's been doing this for a long time, and cares about you as a consumer. Okay, so the question is, with so many options out there, how do you choose? Okay, for me, the answer was simple. I needed a company that was going to give me a quality product. If you find CBD that is cheap, you're getting what you pay for. CBD is not a cheap product. Okay, I'm not saying that you have to spend a gazillion dollars, but understand, if you get a bottle that's really large and it's $10, the same thing I talk about all the time with essential oils, you're getting what you pay for. Now, hemp is the plant that CBD comes from. Okay, just so you know, as it grows, hemp is known to clean the soil. By that I mean it pulls out impurities in the soil and into the plant. Okay, so if your CBD comes from hemp grown on soil that contains pesticides, heavy metals, etc., those chemicals will be in your hemp plant, therefore they will be in your CBD oil. Okay, most companies do not test for contaminants. I went onto a website, I'm not going to mention any names. Everything looked beautiful. They talk about everything, how they test. And that they say for each one you can go on and you can look at the testing. So I clicked on the link to check the testing. And they did have the testing for THC and the CBD. And everything else said not tested. Not tested for heavy metals, not tested for pesticides. But when on their website, it says they test for it. But each of the individual products, it specifically says not tested for that. Okay? The reason companies don't do it is because it's expensive. And they don't want to lose out on their profit margin by testing. So they just don't do it. And kind of like, well, if we don't know what's in there, we can go ahead and say we tested, and you buy the product and you think you're doing good. Okay, so many companies are also very proud to say that their CBD is grown on organic soil. Okay, but according to, and listen to this very clearly, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, being organic simply means the following: the land must have no prohibited substances applied to it for at least 3 years before they harvest their crops. Now, I don't know how long. I know hemp grows very quickly, but 3 years. That means prior to that, it could have been, I mean, who knows what it could have been? It could have been a waste dump. It doesn't matter to them as long as for those 3 years, it's got nothing prohibited applied to the soil. Now, I personally choose CBD from a company. I choose it from Young Living. You know me, okay? But they source their CBD products from a company called Nature's Ultra, who is based out of Colorado. And they follow Young Living's seed to seal promise. By that means that they guarantee no prohibited substance has been used on the land for 50 years or more. Okay, so yes, you heard that correctly. According to our government, organic means 3 years or more. And according to Nature's Ultra and Young Living, it's 50 years. So to me, I don't care if my CBD says it's organic, because we are beyond organic. So if you want to buy organic for 3 years, not knowing anything about what was done to that land prior, because they have not tested it, they say they tested, and then, for example, this website didn't test, okay, what would you rather have? Okay, so for me, the answer was clear. In addition, Nature's Ultra and Young Living test every batch of CBD oil for heavy metals and for other contaminants, including solvents, pesticides, and even THC. So for people like me who could potentially be drug tested at work, I want a product that has 0% THC. By law, CBD can have up to 0.3% THC and be considered okay. 0.3% can test positive on a drug test. I cannot risk that. I do not want that. I know a lot of people who are in a similar situation as myself. So that is not where I want to go. I want to see that every batch and every batch that I buy has 0% THC. So all test results are posted on the website for us to see. Not all this information saying it's tested and then you go and you click 3, 4, 5 times. You have to go layers into the website to find it. And when you find it, you click on it, it says not tested. For every product, because I checked every single one of their products. Again, this was only one company. I'm not going to look any further because I know what I get works. So we're going to talk tomorrow more about CBD muscle rub, and how it works, because I think it's a really great product for a lot of people who may want to try CBD, not quite sure they want to go the oil route, but they want the benefits. So stay tuned for tomorrow. Okay, so hope you guys are having an awesome day. Hello, Kim. Hello, Jackie. Who else did I miss? Hello, Mercedes. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello. So on that note, I hope you guys love your day. Enjoy your weather. Down here it's gorgeous, cool, and beautiful. I will see you again tomorrow for another Live in 5.